Hello everyone and God bless you. Tonight, we invite you to witness a miracle, the birth of the universe. As you lay your head on your pillow, prepare to be transported to a time before time, where only God's infinite love and creativity exist. Together, we'll walk through each day of creation, marveling at the intricate details of God's handiwork. Let the peaceful narration and soothing imagery guide you into a restful sleep, filled with dreams of the paradise God envisioned for us all. Before we begin, I would love it if you could leave a comment below to let me know where you are listening from in the world. Also remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to hear more like this. Okay, let's get comfy, relaxed, and let's begin. Chapter 1. The Void Before Creation. Picture a vast emptiness, stretching endlessly in all directions. Before the dawn of creation, there was nothing but a formless void. Darkness covered everything, or rather, there was no everything to cover. It's hard for our minds to grasp the concept of absolute nothingness, a state where even time itself did not exist. In this moment of pre-creation, there was only potential. The canvas of the universe lay blank, waiting for the master artist to begin his work. Try to imagine this emptiness, this complete absence of all that we know. No light, no sound, no matter, just an infinite expanse of possibility. Yet within this void, there was anticipation. Not from any created being, for none existed yet, but from the very fabric of reality itself. It was as if all of existence was holding its breath, waiting for the first brushstroke of creation to paint across its empty surface. In theological terms, this concept is known as creation ex nihilo, creation out of nothing. It's a profound idea that sets the biblical account apart from many other creation stories. God didn't shape the universe from pre-existing materials. Instead, he spoke it into being from absolute nothingness. As you contemplate this vast emptiness, feel the weight of the moment. The universe stands on the brink of existence, poised for the greatest miracle of all time. All the beauty, complexity, and wonder that we know is about to spring forth from this void. Can you sense the building anticipation? The potential energy is almost palpable. In your mind's eye, see the darkness stretching out infinitely. Feel the utter stillness, the complete silence. This is the calm before the storm of creation, the quiet before the symphony of life begins. Now, imagine the presence of God moving over this formless void. Though invisible and intangible, his presence brings a charge to the emptiness. It's as if the very atoms of nothingness begin to vibrate with excitement, knowing that something incredible is about to happen. The stage is set. The void trembles with expectation. In this moment, all of creation holds its breath, waiting for God to speak the first words that will bring light and life into being. The first day of creation is about to dawn, and with it, the birth of the universe as we know it. As we transition from this moment of infinite potential to the first act of creation, let yourself be filled with wonder. The same God who spoke light into this primordial darkness is the one who brings light into our lives today. As you drift towards sleep, carry with you this sense of anticipation, knowing that each new day brings the possibility of new creation in your own life. Now, prepare yourself for the moment when God's voice will break through the silence, and light will burst forth into the darkness for the very first time. Chapter 2. Let there be light. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to witness the birth of light itself? Close your eyes and picture a universe shrouded in complete darkness, waiting for the moment when everything changes. In this vast expanse of nothingness, a profound silence reigns. The absence of sound is so complete that it seems to have a weight of its own, pressing in from all sides. This is the moment just before creation takes its next breathtaking step, the instant before God's voice pierces the darkness. As you float in this inky void, you can almost feel the anticipation building. It's as if the very fabric of space itself is holding its breath, waiting for the words that will transform everything. The air around you seems to quiver with potential energy, like a bowstring drawn taut and ready to release. Suddenly, the silence is broken by a voice of indescribable power and gentleness. Let there be light, God speaks, and in that instant, the universe is forever changed. Imagine a flash so brilliant that it defies comprehension, expanding outward in all directions at once. This isn't just illumination. It's the very essence of light itself being born. As the initial burst fades, you find yourself surrounded by a warm, golden glow. It's as if the entire cosmos is bathed in a soft, welcoming radiance. This light reveals the vastness of space for the first time, unveiling distant nebulae and the swirling forms of galaxies yet to fully take shape. The darkness hasn't been banished entirely, but now it dances with the light, creating a beautiful interplay of shadow and illumination. This moment of creation resonates deeply on both scientific and spiritual levels. In the realm of physics, we understand light as electromagnetic radiation, a fundamental force that allows us to perceive the world around us. It travels at the fastest speed possible in our universe, setting a cosmic speed limit that governs the very nature of time and space. Spiritually, light often symbolizes knowledge, truth, and divine presence. In many traditions, it represents the beginning of understanding and the dispelling of ignorance. The creation of light can be seen as God's first step in bringing order to chaos, illuminating the path for all that is to come. As you continue to observe, you notice the light and darkness beginning to separate. It's a gradual process, like the slow turning of a cosmic tide. The light seems to gather and concentrate, forming areas of greater brightness, while the darkness recedes into the spaces between. This separation creates a rhythm, a cycle that will form the basis of day and night. In this dance of light and shadow, you can almost sense the passage of time beginning. Where before there was only timeless void, now there is a measurable beat to the universe. The alternation of light and dark lays the foundation for all the cycles of life that will follow: the rising and setting of the sun, the changing of seasons, the ebb and flow of tides. As the separation nears completion, a sense of rightness settles over creation. The balance between light and darkness feels perfect, each playing its essential role in the cosmic symphony. You can almost feel God's gaze sweeping over this new state of being, seeing that the light is good. With this divine approval, the first day of creation draws to a close. The universe has been fundamentally transformed, filled with the radiance of newly born light. As you reflect on the wonder of what you've witnessed, you can't help but feel a sense of anticipation for what the next day will bring. As the glow of the first day gently fades, your mind turns to the vast expanse that now stretches above and below. The newly created light reveals an endless sea of water, covering everything in sight. But change is coming, and you can almost feel it in the air around you. The second day of creation is about to begin, bringing with it new wonders and the shaping of the world as we know it. Chapter 3. The firmament forms. What if I told you that the air you breathe and the clouds you see are part of an ancient, divine design? As we explore the second day of creation, we'll uncover the moment when God's voice echoed through the endless waters, bringing forth a cosmic division that would shape our world in ways beyond imagination. Picture a vast, unbroken expanse of water stretching as far as the eye can see. This was the canvas upon which God would paint the next masterpiece of creation. As you listen, allow yourself to feel the anticipation building, knowing that something extraordinary is about to unfold. God's plan for this day was both simple and profound: to separate the waters above from the waters below. Imagine the moment just before this divine act, when the universe held its breath in anticipation. Can you sense the electricity in the air, the potential for change hanging like a mist over the endless ocean? Then, with power and grace, God spoke. His words resonated through the cosmos, setting in motion a transformation beyond human comprehension. As you picture this scene, feel the vibration of his voice in your very being, gently lulling you into a state of peaceful wonder. The firmament, also known as the expanse or the sky, began to take shape. Visualize a thin, shimmering barrier slowly forming between the waters. This ethereal divide grew stronger and more defined with each passing moment. The waters above and below began to separate, creating a space in between that would become our atmosphere. In ancient times, people understood the firmament as a solid dome holding up the waters above. Today, we recognize it as the layers of gases that surround our planet, protecting and nurturing life. As you contemplate this, consider how this ancient concept aligns with our modern understanding of Earth's atmospheric layers. Feel yourself floating gently upward through these layers. First, the troposphere, where weather patterns form and change. Then the stratosphere, home to the ozone layer that shields us from harmful radiation. Higher still, the mesosphere, where meteors burn up in spectacular light shows. Finally, reach the thermosphere and exosphere, where our atmosphere gradually gives way to the vastness of space. Each of these layers plays a crucial role in sustaining life on Earth. The atmosphere regulates our planet's temperature, protects us from cosmic radiation, and distributes the water vapor that becomes clouds and rain. As you ponder the intricate design of this system, allow a sense of awe and gratitude to wash over you. Now, picture the first clouds forming in this newly created expanse. Wisps of white begin to appear, growing and shaping themselves into fluffy cumulus clouds. Imagine how they might have looked in those first moments, pristine, perfect, and full of potential. These clouds would go on to play a vital role in Earth's water cycle, carrying moisture across the globe. As the second day of creation drew to a close, the firmament stood complete. The waters above were separated from the waters below, creating the beautiful blue sky we know today. God looked upon his work and saw that it was good, a testament to the perfection of his design. As we transition to the third day of creation, carry with you the image of this newly formed sky. Let it remind you of the careful thought and immense power behind every aspect of our world. As you drift towards sleep, imagine yourself floating peacefully in this divinely crafted atmosphere, cradled in the loving hands of the Creator. Chapter 4: Land and Seas Emerge. Have you ever wondered how the Earth's majestic landscapes came to be? As we continue our journey through creation, prepare to witness a transformation unlike any other, the birth of continents and oceans. Picture the vast expanse of water beneath the newly formed sky, stretching endlessly in every direction. The surface begins to stir, responding to a divine command that will reshape our world forever. God speaks, and his words resonate through the depths. Let the waters under the sky be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear. As you listen, imagine the incredible sight unfolding before you. The waters churn and swirl, obeying their creator's voice. Slowly, steadily, the sea level begins to change. In some areas, the water recedes, revealing glimpses of what lies beneath. In others, it gathers and deepens, forming the beginnings of mighty oceans. Feel the anticipation building as the first hints of land emerge from the retreating waters. At first, it's just a small patch of earth, barely visible above the waves. But as God's command continues to take effect, more and more land appears. The Earth's crust, once hidden beneath the universal sea, now pushes upward with tremendous force. Witness the awe-inspiring process of mountain formation. Great plates of rock collide and buckle under immense pressure, forcing the land to rise higher and higher. Majestic peaks thrust skyward, their jagged silhouettes breaking the horizon for the first time. As they climb ever upward, deep valleys form in their wake, creating a diverse and dramatic landscape. Listen to the rumble of the earth as volcanic activity shapes the emerging land. Molten rock surges from deep within the planet, cooling and hardening to form new landmasses. Islands rise from the sea, steam hissing as hot lava meets cool water. The air fills with the scent of mineral-rich earth, a newborn smell never before experienced in creation. As the land continues to take shape, notice how rivers begin to form, carving their paths through the fresh terrain. These waterways flow downward, guided by gravity, creating intricate networks that will one day sustain countless forms of life. Their gentle murmur adds a soothing melody to the grand symphony of creation unfolding around you. Observe how the receding waters gather into vast basins, forming the world's oceans. These immense bodies of water reflect the sky above, their surfaces shimmering with possibility. The boundary between land and sea becomes clearer, each finding its designated place in the newly ordered world. As the dramatic reshaping of the Earth's surface begins to settle, take a moment to marvel at the diverse landscapes that have emerged. Rolling hills give way to expansive plains. Rugged cliffs stand sentinel over sandy beaches. Each feature of the land tells a story of the powerful forces that brought it into being. God looks upon his handiwork, and with loving purpose, he names his creations. The dry land, he declares, shall be called earth, and the gathered waters shall be called seas. With these words, he affirms the goodness of what he has made, setting the stage for the next wonderful act of creation. As we prepare to witness the earth burst into life with vegetation, let the image of this newly formed world fill your mind. Rest in the knowledge that the same God who shaped continents and oceans with a word cares deeply for you. Allow the peace of his creative power to wash over you, like gentle waves lapping at the shore of your consciousness. Chapter 5: The First Green. Have you ever wondered what the earth looked like before the first blade of grass pushed through the soil? Picture a world on the brink of transformation, where the barren ground holds the potential for an explosion of life. As we continue our journey through creation, we find ourselves at a pivotal moment, the birth of the green world. The once empty landscape stands ready, a canvas awaiting the master's touch. God's voice resonates through the air, commanding the land to produce vegetation. In this moment of anticipation, imagine the earth trembling with expectation, ready to burst forth with vibrant life. As you listen, envision the very first sprouts of grass breaking through the soil. Tender green shoots emerge, timidly at first, then with growing confidence. The ground that was once barren is now alive with a soft, verdant carpet. Feel the gentle tickle of grass blades beneath your feet as you walk across this newly born meadow. Now, picture herbs and flowers joining the grassy expanse. Delicate petals unfurl, revealing a rainbow of colors. Lavender, chamomile, and mint release their soothing fragrances into the air. Breathe deeply and let these calming scents wash over you, bringing a sense of peace and tranquility. As the day progresses, watch in awe as saplings push upward, reaching for the sky. They grow taller and stronger with each passing moment, their branches spreading wide. Mighty oaks, graceful willows, and fragrant cedars take their place in this new world. Listen to the rustle of leaves in the gentle breeze, a whisper of life that fills the once silent air. Marvel at the incredible diversity of plant life unfolding before your eyes. From the tiniest moss clinging to rocks to the tallest redwoods stretching toward the heavens, each plant has its unique purpose and beauty. Fruit trees blossom and bear their sweet offerings, while strong vines climb and twist, creating natural archways and secret gardens. As you observe this explosion of green life, consider the vital role plants play in God's creation. They provide food and shelter for the creatures yet to come. Their roots hold the soil in place, preventing erosion and nourishing the earth. Leaves absorb sunlight and release oxygen, preparing the atmosphere for the breath of life. The transformation continues as ferns unfurl their delicate fronds in shady glens, and water lilies spread their broad leaves across still ponds. In arid regions, hardy cacti and succulents store precious water, their unique shapes a testament to God's creative ingenuity. With each passing moment, the world grows more lush and vibrant. Forests dense with foliage spring up, creating habitats for countless future species. Meadows burst with wildflowers, their colors a vivid patchwork across the landscape. Vines and creepers weave intricate patterns, connecting earth to sky in a living tapestry. As the third day of creation nears its completion, take a moment to marvel at the breathtaking beauty surrounding you. The once barren earth is now clothed in a mantle of green, teeming with plant life in all its forms. From the humblest blade of grass to the mightiest of trees, each creation reflects the wisdom and artistry of its creator. Breathe deeply, letting the fresh, oxygen-rich air fill your lungs. Feel the soft moss beneath your feet and the gentle brush of leaves against your skin. Listen to the symphony of rustling foliage and smell the sweet fragrance of flowers on the breeze. This living, breathing world is a testament to God's love and provision for all that is yet to come. As we prepare to transition to the fourth day of creation, allow yourself to rest in this garden of wonders. Let the peace and beauty of this newly green world wash over you, soothing your mind and spirit. Tomorrow, we'll witness another miraculous transformation as God turns his attention to the vast expanse of the heavens above. Chapter 6, Lights in the Sky. Have you ever considered how different our world would be without the rhythmic dance of day and night? As we continue our journey through creation, prepare to witness the birth of cosmic timekeepers that would shape life on Earth for millennia to come. Imagine the sky above, a vast canvas awaiting the touch of divine artistry. The Earth, cloaked in its new emerald robe of vegetation, now turns its face expectantly toward the heavens. In this moment, God's creative energy focuses on the expanse above, ready to bring forth celestial wonders that will illuminate the world below. As you listen, picture the anticipation building in the cosmic silence. The universe holds its breath, waiting for God's command. Then, with words that echo through eternity, God speaks. Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years. In response to this divine decree, witness the sun blazing to life. Its brilliant light floods the sky, bathing the earth in warm, golden rays. Feel the first dawn breaking over the newly formed lands and seas, as shadows retreat and colors bloom in vivid detail. The sun's steady presence begins to mark the passage of time, establishing the rhythm of days that will guide all life. As the first day passes into night, behold the gentle glow of the moon emerging. Its soft, silvery light offers a different kind of beauty, painting the world in shades of blue and gray. The moon's phases begin their endless cycle, a celestial clock that will govern tides and seasons for ages to come. But God's creative work in the heavens is not yet complete. Allow your gaze to drift beyond the sun and moon, where countless stars begin to twinkle into existence. These distant lights spread across the night sky, forming patterns and constellations that will inspire wonder and guide travelers for generations. As you contemplate this cosmic display, consider the intricate roles these celestial bodies play in sustaining life on Earth. The sun's energy nurtures plants, driving the cycles of photosynthesis that form the foundation of our world's ecosystems. The moon's gravitational pull influences the tides, shaping coastlines and marine habitats. Together, these celestial dance partners create the seasons, influencing weather patterns and the rhythms of life for countless creatures. Imagine the majestic planets taking their places in our solar system, each one a unique jewel in God's cosmic crown. From the fiery red of Mars to the ringed beauty of Saturn, these celestial siblings of Earth add depth and complexity to the heavens above. As this fourth day of creation draws to a close, picture the completed masterpiece of the night sky. Stars shimmer against the velvet darkness, planets trace their slow paths overhead, and the moon waxes and wanes in its appointed cycles. The sun stands ready to rise again, heralding each new day with its life-giving warmth and light. God looks upon this celestial symphony and sees that it is good. The heavens now tell of his glory, bearing witness to his creative power and wisdom. With the establishment of these cosmic timekeepers, the stage is set for the next great act of creation. As you drift towards sleep, let your mind linger on the beauty and order of the heavens above. Allow the steady rhythm of day and night, guided by sun and moon, to lull you into peaceful rest. Tomorrow, we will witness the waters and skies come alive with the first moving creatures. But for now, rest easy under the canopy of stars, a testament to God's infinite care and creativity. Chapter 7, Life in the Waters. The vast waters of Earth held their breath, awaiting a miracle. With a single word, God was about to transform the quiet seas into a bustling underwater metropolis. Can you hear the first ripples of creation stirring? As you close your eyes, picture the endless expanse of water covering the Earth. The surface is smooth as glass, reflecting the newly created sky above. But beneath the surface, a world of possibility waits to be born. God's voice resonates through the depths, commanding the waters to teem with living creatures. For a moment, all is still. The anticipation builds as the waters begin to shimmer with an otherworldly glow. Then, in a burst of divine energy, life explodes into being. Imagine the wonder of seeing the first fish dart through the water, its scales glinting in the light. Schools of colorful creatures emerge, painting the seas with vibrant hues. From the tiniest plankton to the mightiest whales, the oceans come alive with an astounding variety of life. Picture graceful dolphins leaping through the waves, their playful spirits a reflection of God's joy in creation. Beneath the surface, coral reefs begin to form, providing homes for countless species of fish and other sea creatures. In the deepest parts of the ocean, bioluminescent creatures light up the darkness, their gentle glow a reminder of the light God created on the first day. Majestic whales glide through the water, their haunting songs echoing through the vast underwater canyons. As you drift deeper into relaxation, let your mind wander through this underwater paradise. Feel the gentle current of the water as it flows around you, carrying with it the essence of new life. Listen to the symphony of sounds beneath the waves, the clicks of dolphins, the whoosh of a whale's breath, the soft bubbling of underwater vents. The diversity of marine life is truly awe-inspiring. From the armored shells of crustaceans to the flowing tentacles of jellyfish, each creature is a unique expression of God's creativity. Octopi change colors in a mesmerizing display, while sea turtles gracefully navigate the currents, their ancient wisdom evident in their slow, steady movements. In the shallows, vibrant tropical fish dart in and out of coral formations, their bright colors a stark contrast to the blue of the surrounding water. Starfish and sea urchins cling to rocky outcrops, while beds of kelp sway gently in the underwater breeze, providing shelter for countless small creatures. As life continues to flourish in the seas, you can sense the anticipation building for what's to come next. The surface of the water ripples with excitement, as if nature itself is eager to see what God will create next. The air above the waves seems to quiver with potential, ready for a new kind of creature to take flight. God looks upon the teeming waters and sees that it is good. The seas, once empty and still, now pulse with life in all its forms. From the microscopic organisms that form the base of the food chain to the enormous creatures that roam the open oceans, each has its place in the intricate web of marine life. As we prepare to witness the next act of creation, take a moment to marvel at the abundance and beauty of life in the waters. The seas, now filled with countless creatures, stand as a testament to God's boundless creativity and love for diversity. With the oceans teeming with life, the stage is set for a new wonder to unfold. As you drift peacefully in this underwater world, feel your curiosity growing. What magnificent beings will God bring forth to soar through the skies above? Chapter 8: Wings on the Wind. Have you ever wondered what it felt like to witness the first bird take flight? Picture a world where the skies were empty, waiting to be filled with the grace and beauty of winged creatures. As we continue our journey through creation, we're about to witness a moment that would change the face of the earth forever. The vast expanse above, once filled only with light and clouds, now stands ready for a new wonder. God's voice resonates through the firmament, commanding birds to take to the skies. The air itself seems to hold its breath, anticipating the miracle about to unfold. Imagine that first moment of stillness, just before the command takes effect. The world pauses, as if gathering strength for the spectacular display to come. Then, in a burst of movement and color, the first bird spreads its wings. It hesitates for just a heartbeat, as if marveling at its own existence, before pushing off from the ground. As that pioneering bird soars upward, countless others follow. The sky comes alive with a dazzling array of shapes, sizes, and hues. Majestic eagles with broad wings ride thermal currents high above the earth. Delicate hummingbirds, their wings a blur of motion, dart and hover with precision. Graceful swans glide serenely over lakes and rivers, while cheerful robins flit from tree to tree. The air fills with a symphony of calls and songs. From the gentle cooing of doves to the haunting cry of loons, each bird adds its unique voice to the chorus. The melodious trill of songbirds mingles with the rhythmic tapping of woodpeckers and the raucous caws of crows, creating a rich tapestry of sound that echoes across the land. As you observe this wondrous spectacle, consider the incredible diversity God has woven into his creation. Some birds, like the ostrich and penguin, may not soar through the sky, but they've been perfectly designed for their unique environments. Others, like the Arctic tern, will embark on incredible migratory journeys, crossing vast oceans and continents guided by an innate sense of direction. Birds play crucial roles in the delicate balance of nature. They disperse seeds, helping forests and plants to flourish across the landscape. They pollinate flowers, ensuring the continuation of countless plant species. As predators, they help control insect and small animal populations, maintaining the equilibrium of ecosystems. As the skies teem with life, God looks upon his creation with pleasure. He blesses the birds, commanding them to multiply and fill the earth. This divine blessing ensures that future generations will continue to marvel at the beauty and wonder of these feathered creatures. The world has been transformed. What was once an empty canvas of blue is now a living, breathing work of art. Every glance upward reveals a new wonder, perhaps a V-formation of geese flying south for the winter, or a lone hawk circling lazily on an updraft. As night falls, the daytime chorus gives way to a different kind of magic. The haunting calls of owls echo through forests, while nightingales serenade the moon with their sweet melodies. Even in darkness, the skies pulse with life, a testament to the completeness of God's design. As we reflect on this day of creation, allow yourself to feel a sense of awe at the intricacy and beauty of the world around us. The next time you hear a bird song or spot a feather on the ground, remember this moment when the skies first came alive. Our journey through creation continues, and the stage is now set for the final acts of God's grand design. As the fifth day draws to a close, the earth brims with life both in the waters and in the air. Yet there's still more to come. The land itself awaits its own unique inhabitants, and the crowning achievement of creation is yet to be revealed. As you drift towards sleep, picture those first birds soaring through pristine skies, and let their peaceful flight carry you into dreams of the wonders yet to unfold. Chapter 9: Beasts of the Earth. Have you ever wondered how the first animals came to be? Imagine a world on the brink of an incredible transformation, where barren land would soon burst forth with a symphony of life. The earth, now adorned with lush vegetation and illuminated by the celestial dance of sun, moon, and stars, awaited its next miraculous change. In this moment of anticipation, God's voice resonated across the land. "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds," he commanded. Picture the stillness that followed, a pause pregnant with possibility. The ground seemed to quiver with excitement, ready to obey its creator's will. Then, in a display of divine artistry, life began to spring forth. Imagine the wonder of witnessing the first deer stepping gracefully onto soft grass, its eyes wide with curiosity. Nearby, a majestic lion shook its mane, letting out a gentle roar that echoed across the plains. In the distance, a herd of elephants emerged, their trunks raised high as if in celebration of their own existence. As you envision this scene, notice the diversity of God's creation unfolding before your eyes. Small creatures scurried underfoot, rabbits hopping through newfound meadows, mice darting between blades of grass. In the forests, monkeys swung from tree to tree, their playful chatter filling the air. Bears lumbered out of caves, blinking in the sunlight of their first day. Each animal appeared perfectly suited to its environment, a testament to God's wisdom and creativity. Giraffes stretched their long necks to reach leaves high in the trees, while hippos waded into rivers, finding comfort in the cool waters. Overhead, butterflies danced on the breeze, their delicate wings painted with intricate patterns. As the earth teemed with new life, a beautiful harmony began to emerge. Predator and prey, large and small, each creature played its part in the delicate balance of nature. The grazing of herbivores kept the grasslands in check, while carnivores ensured no single species became too numerous. Insects pollinated flowers, spreading life even further across the land. In this moment, we see the incredible foresight of our Creator. Each animal, from the tiniest ant to the towering giraffe, was designed with purpose. Their instincts, their behaviors, their very forms all worked together to create a thriving ecosystem. This intricate web of life showcased God's attention to detail and his love for all his creations. As the day progressed, more and more animals appeared. Horses galloped across open plains, their manes flowing in the wind. Sheep and goats climbed rocky hillsides, sure-footed and curious. In the shadows of dense forests, deer moved silently, their ears twitching at every new sound. Imagine the cacophony of sounds that filled the air: the trumpeting of elephants, the roar of lions, the chirping of crickets, and the low lowing of cattle. Each voice added to the beautiful chorus of creation, a symphony of life that had never before been heard on Earth. As the sun began to set on this extraordinary day, the Earth was transformed. No longer a silent realm of plants and water, it now pulsed with the energy of countless living creatures. The air was filled with the sounds of life, the ground alive with movement, and the waters teeming with new inhabitants. Yet, as magnificent as this scene was, it was not complete. God looked upon his creation, seeing that it was good, but he had one final masterpiece in mind. As the animals settled into their new homes, there was a sense of anticipation in the air. Something, or someone, was still missing from this paradise. As night fell and the newly created animals found rest, the stage was set for the crowning achievement of God's creation. The earth, now bustling with life, awaited the arrival of those who would be tasked with its stewardship. In the quiet of this night, under a sky filled with stars, the world held its breath, ready for the dawn that would bring humanity into existence. Chapter 10: In God's Image. Have you ever wondered what it means to be made in God's image? As we journey through the story of creation, we arrive at a pivotal moment: the formation of humanity. Let's explore the profound significance of this divine act and its implications for our purpose on Earth. Picture the Earth, a vibrant tapestry of life and color. The land teems with creatures of every kind. The seas brim with marine life, and the skies are filled with the graceful flight of birds. Yet, amidst this abundance, there's a sense of anticipation. The stage is set for something truly extraordinary. In this moment, God pauses. He surveys his creation, each element perfectly crafted and in its place. But his masterpiece is yet to come. With infinite wisdom and love, God decides to create beings unlike any other mankind, made in his very own image. Feel the hushed expectancy as the Creator prepares for this momentous act. The air seems to hold its breath, waiting. Can you sense the weight of this moment, the significance of what's about to unfold? Now witness the miracle of human creation. God, with tender care, forms man from the dust of the ground. Imagine the intricate detail as features take shape: eyes that will gaze upon the wonders of creation, hands that will tend the garden, a mind capable of complex thought and creativity. But it's more than just physical form. God breathes into this being the breath of life, imparting his own divine spark. But the creation of humanity is not complete. God, in his wisdom, creates woman. From the man's rib, he forms a partner, a complement, equally bearing the divine image. Together, man and woman stand as the crowning achievement of God's creative work. What does it mean to be made in God's image? It's a profound concept that sets humans apart from all other creatures. This image isn't about physical appearance, but rather about our capacity to reflect God's nature. We're given the ability to reason, to create, to love, and to have a relationship with our Creator. We're bestowed with moral consciousness, the capacity for spiritual communion with God, and the responsibility of stewardship over creation. As you contemplate this, allow yourself to feel the wonder of your own existence. Each of us carries this divine imprint, a reflection of the Creator himself. It's a gift that brings both dignity and responsibility. God looks upon these newly formed beings with deep love and satisfaction. He blesses them, setting them apart for a special purpose. Humans are unique among all creatures, given the capacity to know God, to commune with him, and to represent his character to the rest of creation. This blessing is more than just words. It's an empowerment. God instills in humanity the ability to be fruitful, to multiply, and to exercise dominion over the earth. But this dominion isn't about exploitation. Rather, it's a call to careful stewardship, to tend and care for the world God has made. As our journey through creation continues, we stand at a threshold. The stage is set for humanity to step into its role as caretakers of Eden, as representatives of the Creator. What adventures await these first humans? How will they live out their calling to reflect God's image? Let these questions gently simmer in your mind as we prepare to explore God's mandate for humanity. Allow the wonder of your own creation, the miracle of bearing God's image, to fill you with a sense of purpose and peace. As you rest, remember that you too are fearfully and wonderfully made, a living testament to the Creator's love and wisdom. Chapter 11, The Great Commission. What if I told you that the first words God spoke to humanity weren't just a greeting, but a profound calling that would echo through the ages? Let's explore the moment when God bestowed upon mankind a purpose so grand, it would influence every generation to come. Imagine standing in the lush Garden of Eden, the air rich with the scent of blooming flowers and ripe fruit. Adam and Eve, newly formed by the hands of the Creator, stand before Him in awe and wonder. The entire world stretches out before them, a canvas of vibrant colors and teeming life. In this perfect moment, God prepares to entrust them with a responsibility that will shape the course of human history. As God's voice fills the air, Adam and Eve feel the weight of His words settling upon their shoulders. They sense that what they're about to hear will define their existence and the existence of all who will come after them. The animals of the garden grow quiet, as if they too understand the significance of this moment. God's instructions ring out clear and purposeful. Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. These words carry both a blessing and a command, setting the course for humanity's role in creation. To be fruitful and multiply means more than simply having children. It's an invitation to participate in God's ongoing act of creation, to bring forth new life and nurture it. As you ponder this, imagine the joy and responsibility of raising a family, of passing on knowledge and values from one generation to the next. The command to fill the earth speaks to humanity's ability to adapt and thrive in diverse environments. Picture people spreading across vast continents, scaling mountains, crossing oceans, and making homes in deserts and forests alike. This expansion isn't just physical. It's also about growing in knowledge, culture, and understanding of the world God has made. To subdue the earth and have dominion over it might sound harsh to modern ears, but in this context, it's about stewardship rather than exploitation. God is entrusting Adam and Eve, and by extension all of humanity, with the care and management of His creation. Imagine being given the task of tending a magnificent garden, ensuring that every plant and creature thrives under your watchful eye. This concept of stewardship carries profound implications. It means using the earth's resources wisely, cultivating the land with respect, and protecting the delicate balance of ecosystems. As you reflect on this, consider how you might be a better steward of the environment around you, even in small, everyday ways. The animals mentioned, the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and every living thing that moves on the earth, represent the diversity of life over which humans are given authority. But with this authority comes the responsibility to understand, protect, and coexist harmoniously with these creatures. As Adam and Eve absorb these words, their minds must be racing with possibilities. How will they fulfill this grand purpose? What challenges will they face? What wonders will they discover as they explore and tend to this beautiful world? The anticipation of the adventure ahead fills them with a mix of excitement and reverence. In this moment, humanity is given a unique position in creation, not as tyrants over nature, but as caretakers working in partnership with God to maintain and nurture the world He has made. It's a role that requires wisdom, compassion, and a deep appreciation for the intricate web of life that surrounds us. As we transition from this pivotal moment, let's turn our attention to how God ensures that all His creatures, including the newly commissioned humans, will be provided for in this grand tapestry of creation. Chapter 12, A Bountiful Table. Imagine standing at the edge of a cosmic banquet, where the table stretches as far as the eye can see. What delicacies might God have prepared to nourish the diverse array of creatures He had brought into being? As the sixth day of creation draws to a close, God turns His attention to the sustenance of all living things. The earth, now teeming with life, awaits His provision. Picture the lush landscape before you, verdant forests, rolling grasslands, and crystal-clear waters. Each plant, each tree, each blade of grass holds the promise of nourishment for the myriad creatures that now inhabit the world. God's voice resonates through the air, declaring his provision for all living things. Behold, he says, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. As his words fade, there's a moment of anticipation, a breath held in suspense as all of creation waits to receive its sustenance. Then, as if responding to an unspoken signal, life begins to move. Imagine the gentle rustle of leaves as a deer reaches up to nibble on tender shoots. Picture a rabbit emerging from its burrow to sample the sweet grass. In the distance, a bear lumbers towards a bush heavy with berries. Above, birds swoop and dive, their keen eyes spotting seeds and fruits among the foliage. The variety of plants God has provided is astounding. There are grains swaying in the breeze, their golden heads filled with nutritious seeds. Fruit trees stand tall, their branches laden with apples, pears, and figs. Bushes burst with berries of every color: red, blue, purple, and black. Leafy greens carpet the forest floor, offering a bounty of vitamins and minerals. In the seas, tiny plants called phytoplankton bloom in countless numbers, forming the base of a vast food chain. These microscopic marvels will feed the smallest fish, which in turn will nourish larger creatures, all the way up to the great whales. As you observe this incredible scene, you begin to perceive the intricate web of life God has woven. Each creature, from the tiniest insect to the largest mammal, has its place in this grand design. The plants provide food for the herbivores, who in turn become sustenance for the carnivores. Even in death, creatures return to the earth, enriching the soil and nurturing new plant growth. This interconnectedness extends beyond mere survival. The bees that feast on nectar help pollinate flowers, ensuring the continued growth of plants. Birds that eat fruit carry seeds to new locations, spreading plant life across the land. Every interaction, every meal, every life cycle is part of a greater balance, a testament to God's wisdom and foresight. As the day progresses, you witness a world in perfect harmony. No creature goes hungry, no plant withers from neglect. The abundance of the earth meets the needs of all its inhabitants, a reflection of God's generous nature and his deep love for his creation. With all living things provided for, God steps back to survey his work. The world he has created pulses with life, each element working in concert with the others. From the depths of the oceans to the highest mountain peaks, from the tiniest seed to the mightiest tree, everything has its purpose, its place, its provision. Chapter 13, The Creator's Delight. Have you ever paused to marvel at the intricate beauty of a single flower or the vast expanse of a starry night sky? Imagine the awe-inspiring moment when the Creator himself surveyed the entirety of his magnificent work, from the tiniest atom to the grandest galaxy. Picture the scene as God stands at the threshold of completion, preparing to assess all that he has made. The universe stretches out before him, a tapestry of light and darkness, land and sea, plants and animals, each element perfectly placed and purposefully designed. In this moment of divine contemplation, a hush falls over creation, as if all of nature holds its breath in anticipation. As God's gaze sweeps across the cosmos, consider the depth of his perception. He sees not only the surface beauty but the intricate workings beneath. Every leaf, every grain of sand, every beating heart is known to him intimately. The delicate balance of ecosystems, the precise orbits of planets, the complex symbiosis between creatures, all of it unfolds before his omniscient eyes. What does it mean for something to be good in the eyes of God? It's more than mere aesthetics or functionality. The goodness of creation speaks to its alignment with God's perfect will and character. Each aspect of the universe reflects a facet of his nature, his creativity, his wisdom, his love. The diversity of life showcases his boundless imagination, while the laws of nature demonstrate his faithfulness and consistency. Feel the harmony that resonates through every corner of creation. The cycle of day and night, the rhythm of seasons, the ebb and flow of tides, all work together in a grand symphony. Plants provide oxygen for animals to breathe, while animals spread seeds for new plants to grow. Even in the unseen realms, microscopic organisms play crucial roles in maintaining the health of the planet. As you relax and breathe deeply, let your mind wander through the wonders of the world. Envision majestic mountains reaching toward the sky, their peaks crowned with snow. Picture lush forests teeming with life, from the forest floor to the canopy above. Imagine the depths of the oceans, where creatures of all shapes and sizes swim through underwater landscapes as alien as they are beautiful. The anticipation builds as God's assessment nears its conclusion. All of creation seems to lean in, longing to hear the Creator's verdict. Will it meet His divine standard? Has each element fulfilled its intended purpose? Then, in a moment of supreme satisfaction, God speaks. His words resound through the cosmos, filling every atom with joy. It is very good, not just good, but very good. This declaration carries the weight of ultimate approval, a stamp of perfection from the one who defines perfection itself. Feel the wave of contentment that washes over the universe at these words. Every star seems to shine a little brighter, every flower to bloom a little fuller. The first humans, Adam and Eve, stand in awe, their hearts swelling with gratitude and wonder at the world entrusted to their care. As God's delight settles over creation like a warm embrace, a new phase begins to unfold. The work of creation is complete, but the story is far from over. God's relationship with His creation, especially with humankind, is just beginning. Allow yourself to rest in this moment of divine satisfaction. As you drift towards sleep, carry with you the peace that comes from knowing you are part of a creation that God Himself declared very good. Tomorrow, we'll explore the significance of what comes next, a day unlike any other, set apart by God Himself. Chapter 14, The Day of Rest. Have you ever wondered why rest is woven into the very fabric of creation? As we turn our gaze to the seventh day, we uncover a truth so fundamental it has the power to reshape our understanding of time itself. Imagine the completed creation, perfect and harmonious. The celestial dance of planets and stars has begun. The earth teems with life, from the tiniest microorganisms to the grandest creatures. Humanity stands in awe, newly formed and filled with wonder. In this moment of perfection, God prepares for something unexpected: rest. As the final echoes of creation settle into silence, feel the transition from bustling activity to profound stillness. The air itself seems to hold its breath, waiting. This is not an emptiness, but a fullness, a sacred pause pregnant with meaning. God, the tireless creator, steps back from His work to simply be present with all He has made. Picture the concept of Sabbath taking shape in this holy moment. It's more than mere inactivity. It's a deliberate embrace of peace and reflection. As you listen, allow yourself to sense the deep significance of this divine rest. God is setting a rhythm for all of creation, a pattern of work and renewal that will echo through the ages. In this rest, there is no anxiety, no rush to accomplish more. Instead, there's a gentle invitation to marvel at the beauty that surrounds us. Imagine God's gaze sweeping over mountains and valleys, oceans and forests, each creature and plant. Feel the warmth of divine satisfaction and love encompassing all of creation. The importance of this rest cannot be overstated. It's a time for reflection, for deepening connection, for finding our place within the grand tapestry of creation. As you picture this scene, consider how often we overlook the power of simply being still, of pausing to appreciate the wonders around us. God's rest on the seventh day is not born of weariness, but of completion and joy. It's a celebration of all that has been accomplished, a moment to savor the goodness that now exists. This divine pause teaches us that rest is not a luxury, but an essential part of the creative process itself. Feel the blessings of this day washing over you. God sanctifies this time, setting it apart as holy. It's a gift to all of creation, a space for renewal, for worship, for strengthening bonds between creator and created. As you relax into this idea, let it soothe your soul and quiet your mind. In blessing the seventh day, God weaves rest into the very structure of time. It's a reminder that we, too, are called to find balance between work and rest, between doing and being. This pattern, established at the dawn of creation, offers a pathway to wholeness and peace in our often frantic world. As God rests, all of creation seems to exhale in contentment. The newly formed trees sway gently, their leaves rustling in quiet praise. The waters lap softly against the shores, a rhythmic lullaby. Even the great beasts of the field settle into tranquil repose, basking in the perfect harmony of this moment. This day of rest is not an ending, but a beginning. It's the start of a new way of being, where creation and creator dance in perfect unity. As you ponder this, allow yourself to feel part of this grand design. Your own need for rest and reflection is not a weakness, but a reflection of the divine patterns set forth in the very first week of existence. As we transition from this moment of cosmic rest, let's carry its peace with us. We've witnessed the completion of creation, from the first light to the final blessing. Now, as we prepare to reflect on the whole of this magnificent story, allow the tranquility of the seventh day to settle deep within your spirit. In this restful state, we're ready to see the grand symphony of creation with new eyes, appreciating how each element plays its part in the harmonious whole. Chapter 15. The Symphony of Creation. Have you ever considered the world around you as a magnificent orchestra, each element playing its unique part in a grand symphony? As we explore the intricate melody of creation, prepare to be amazed by the harmonious interplay of all living things. Imagine, for a moment, the entirety of creation as a vast, celestial concert hall. In this divine auditorium, every creature, every plant, every star, and every atom has its own instrument and role to play. The gentle rustling of leaves in the wind forms a soft, rhythmic backdrop. The songs of birds create intricate melodies that weave through the air. The steady pulse of ocean waves provides a constant, soothing bass line. In this symphony of creation, nothing exists in isolation. Each element is intimately connected to every other, forming a web of life so complex and beautiful that it takes our breath away. The tiniest insect pollinating a flower affects the entire ecosystem, just as a single note in a symphony can change the entire mood of the piece. Picture the delicate dance of bees as they flit from flower to flower, collecting nectar and spreading pollen. Their seemingly simple act ensures the continuation of plant life, which in turn provides food and shelter for countless other creatures. This intricate interplay extends far beyond what we can see with our eyes. Beneath the soil, a vast network of fungi connects trees and plants, allowing them to communicate and share resources in ways we're only beginning to understand. The beauty of this grand symphony lies not just in its complexity, but in its diversity. Just as an orchestra is made richer by the variety of instruments it contains, so too is creation made more wonderful by the sheer range of life it encompasses. From the towering sequoias to the tiniest microorganisms, from the graceful flight of eagles to the lumbering gait of elephants, each form of life adds its unique voice to the chorus. As we contemplate this intricate tapestry of life, we can't help but be filled with a sense of wonder at the complexity of the universe. Consider the delicate balance that allows our planet to sustain life. The perfect distance from the sun, the precise mix of gases in our atmosphere, the magnetic field that shields us from harmful radiation. Each of these factors, and countless others, work together in perfect harmony to create the conditions necessary for life to flourish. Yet this symphony extends far beyond our planet. The vast expanse of the cosmos plays its own part in this grand composition. The nuclear fusion at the heart of stars creates the elements necessary for life. The gravitational dance of planets and moons creates the tides that shape our world. Even the darkness between the stars has its role to play, providing the contrast that allows the light to shine all the brighter. In this miraculous symphony, all of creation works together in perfect harmony. From the smallest quark to the largest galaxy, everything has its place and purpose. This harmony isn't static or unchanging, but dynamic and ever-evolving, like a jazz improvisation that continually creates new patterns and melodies while remaining true to its underlying structure. As we drift off to sleep, let's carry with us this image of the world as a grand symphony. Allow the realization of your place in this cosmic concert to fill you with a sense of peace and belonging. For just as every instrument in an orchestra is essential to the overall performance, so too are you an integral part of this beautiful creation. Tomorrow, as you go about your day, try to listen for the music of creation all around you. In the song of a bird, the rustle of leaves, or the laughter of a child, you might just hear echoes of that divine symphony. And as we prepare to explore our unique role in this grand composition, remember that you too have a beautiful melody to contribute to the ongoing symphony of creation. Chapter 16, Guardians of Eden. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to walk in the Garden of Eden, not just as a visitor, but as its appointed guardian? Imagine the profound responsibility and privilege of tending to God's perfect creation, nurturing its beauty and abundance with your own hands. As you picture this scene, allow yourself to feel the soft grass beneath your feet and the gentle breeze on your skin. The air is filled with the sweet fragrance of blooming flowers and the earthy scent of rich soil. Here, in this pristine paradise, you stand as a steward of God's masterpiece, entrusted with a sacred duty. Reflect on the immense responsibility given to humanity in those first days of creation. God, in His infinite wisdom, chose us to be the caretakers of this magnificent world. He bestowed upon us the honor of tending to the garden, nurturing its growth, and maintaining its delicate balance. This was not a task given lightly, but a divine calling that speaks to the very essence of our purpose. Yet, as you consider this role, you may feel a tension rising within you. How does one balance the concept of dominion with the gentle touch of stewardship? God granted us authority over the earth and its creatures, but this power was never meant to be wielded carelessly. Instead, it calls for a deep sense of responsibility and care. Imagine yourself carefully pruning a tree, your actions guided by love and respect for the life in your hands. With each mindful touch, you're not just maintaining the garden, you're participating in the ongoing act of creation. In this way, we become co-creators with God, nurturing and shaping the world around us in harmony with His divine plan. As you tend to the garden, consider how this ancient wisdom applies to our modern world. The principles of sustainable living and environmental care are not new concepts, but echoes of our original purpose. Just as Adam and Eve were called to care for Eden, we too are entrusted with preserving the beauty and resources of our planet. Picture yourself planting seeds, not just for today's harvest, but for future generations. Each action you take, no matter how small, ripples outward, affecting the delicate balance of nature. As you water a young sapling, you're not just nourishing a single tree, but contributing to the health of entire ecosystems. In our role as guardians of creation, we're called to be wise and loving stewards of the earth. This means making conscious choices in our daily lives, reducing waste, conserving resources, and treating all living things with respect and care. It's about seeing the interconnectedness of all creation and recognizing our place within this grand tapestry. As you continue to explore the garden in your mind, let the peace and harmony of Eden fill your heart. Allow it to remind you of the beauty that still exists in our world today, waiting to be nurtured and protected. In the gentle rustling of leaves and the soft chirping of birds, hear nature's call to embrace your role as a guardian of God's creation. As we transition from this idyllic scene, carry with you the sense of purpose and connection you've experienced. Consider how you can apply these principles in your own life, no matter where you are. Whether tending to a small houseplant or making eco-friendly choices, each action is an opportunity to honor our divine calling as caretakers of the earth. In the quiet of this moment, as you drift closer to sleep, reflect on the ways you can be a guardian of creation in your daily life. Let the peace of Eden stay with you, inspiring you to see the world through the eyes of a loving steward, always mindful of the precious gift we've been entrusted to protect. Chapter 17, Echoes of Eden. Have you ever noticed a fleeting moment where the world seemed perfect? As we explore the echoes of Eden still present in our world, you might discover that paradise isn't as far away as you think. Close your eyes and imagine a world of untouched beauty. Picture a lush forest, its canopy filtering soft, golden light. The air is crisp and clean, filled with the gentle rustling of leaves and the melodic songs of birds. A crystal-clear stream meanders through moss-covered rocks, its waters sparkling in the dappled sunlight. Can you feel the peace settling over you? This vision of perfection may seem far removed from our daily lives, but remnants of Eden's glory still surround us. Creation, despite the wear and tear of time, continues to reflect its original splendor. The delicate petals of a wildflower, the intricate patterns on a butterfly's wings, or the majestic sweep of a mountain range, all whisper of a divine artist's touch. Yet, we can't ignore the contrast between this ideal and the reality we often encounter. Our world bears the scars of human impact and natural disasters. Pollution clouds once pristine skies, and concrete jungles replace verdant forests. This tension between beauty and brokenness serves as a poignant reminder of our responsibility as stewards of God's creation. Despite these challenges, we can still experience and appreciate the wonder of creation in our daily lives. Take a moment to truly observe the world around you. Notice the way sunlight filters through leaves, creating ever-changing patterns on the ground. Listen to the symphony of birdsong that greets each new day. Feel the gentle caress of a breeze on your skin. These simple acts of mindfulness can reconnect us with the awe-inspiring beauty that surrounds us. Nature has a unique ability to bring peace and renewal to our souls. There's a reason why we often feel refreshed after a walk in the woods or a day at the beach. The natural world invites us to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to remember our place in the grand tapestry of creation. In these moments of connection, we can find echoes of the peace and harmony that existed in Eden. As you go about your day, consider ways to intentionally connect with God through His creation. Perhaps you could start a small garden, nurturing plants and watching them grow. Or maybe you could make time for regular walks in nature, using this time to pray and reflect. Even bringing elements of nature into your home, like houseplants or a small water feature, can create a sense of peace and connection to the natural world. Developing a habit of gratitude for the beauty around us can also deepen our appreciation for creation. Take time each day to thank God for something you've noticed in nature: the warmth of sunshine, the refreshing coolness of rain, or the vibrant colors of autumn leaves. This practice not only increases our awareness of God's handiwork, but also cultivates a sense of wonder and joy in our hearts. Remember, we can still find echoes of Eden in the world around us. They may be subtle, a perfect snowflake, a breathtaking sunset, or the miracle of new life, but they're there, reminding us of the paradise God created and the new creation He promises. These glimpses of perfection serve as beacons of hope, pointing us towards a future where all of creation will be restored to its original glory. As we conclude our exploration of Eden's echoes, let's carry this renewed sense of wonder with us. Allow it to inform how we interact with the world, how we care for our environment, and how we connect with our Creator. For in appreciating and preserving the beauty of creation, we honor the one who spoke it all into being. Now, as we transition to our next topic, let's consider how these echoes of Eden relate to the concept of new creation. What might it mean for God to make all things new? How does our current experience of nature's beauty and brokenness inform our understanding of this promise? Chapter 18, The New Creation. In the grand tapestry of God's plan, there's a thread of hope that weaves through every age. It whispers of a time when all that was broken will be made whole again. As we settle into the peace of night, let's contemplate the breathtaking vision of a world renewed, the new creation that God has promised to all who believe. Imagine a world where the very fabric of creation has been transformed. The Bible speaks of new heavens and a new earth, a realm where the imperfections and struggles of our current existence fade away. This isn't just a slight improvement or a fresh coat of paint on the old world. No, this is a complete renewal, a restoration so profound that it's hard for our minds to fully grasp. Picture a place where the thorns and thistles that have long symbolized the curse on creation are no more. The ground no longer resists our efforts but eagerly brings forth abundance. Rivers flow with crystal-clear water, their banks lush with vibrant vegetation. The air is pure and sweet, untainted by pollution or decay. In this new creation, every breath fills your lungs with life and vitality. As you ponder this scene, feel the anticipation building in your heart. Creation itself, the Bible tells us, has been groaning as if in childbirth, eagerly waiting for this moment of freedom from decay. The trees that have stood witness to centuries of human history now stretch their branches towards a sky that shimmers with new glory. The animals, no longer driven by survival instincts, coexist in perfect harmony. In this renewed world, the distance between heaven and earth has vanished. God's presence is no longer a distant concept, but a tangible reality that permeates every aspect of existence. The veil that once separated us from the full experience of God's love and glory has been lifted. Here, in the new creation, we finally see face to face, knowing as we are fully known. This vision of restoration extends beyond the natural world to encompass all of human experience. Relationships, once marred by misunderstanding and conflict, now flourish in an atmosphere of perfect love and trust. Work, rather than being a burden, becomes a joyful expression of creativity and purpose. Even our bodies, freed from the limitations of mortality, are transformed into glorious new forms, capable of experiencing life in ways we can hardly imagine. As we contemplate this promise of renewal, we're filled with hope and a sense of purpose. The new creation isn't just a distant dream. It's a reality that begins to take shape in our lives even now. Every act of kindness, every effort to heal and restore, every choice to love in the face of hatred, these are like seeds of the new creation planted in the soil of the present. God invites us to be active participants in this grand story of renewal. As we align our hearts with His vision for creation, we become agents of restoration in our own spheres of influence. Whether it's through caring for the environment, working for justice, or simply showing love to those around us, we play a part in bringing glimpses of the new creation into the here and now. As you drift towards sleep, let the promise of the new creation fill your heart with peace and anticipation. Rest in the knowledge that God's plan for restoration is unfolding, even in the midst of life's challenges. The same power that will one day renew all of creation is at work in you, transforming you day by day into the image of Christ. Tomorrow, as you open your eyes to a new day, carry with you the vision of the new creation. Let it inspire you to see the world around you with fresh eyes, recognizing the potential for renewal in every person and situation you encounter. For in God's grand design, each of us has a role to play in the unfolding story of creation's restoration. Chapter 19, Living in Wonder. Have you ever stopped to truly marvel at the intricate details of a flower petal or the vastness of a starry night sky? As we explore the concept of living in wonder, we'll discover how rekindling childlike awe can transform our daily lives and deepen our connection to the divine. Imagine yourself stepping outside on a crisp morning, the world around you bathed in the soft light of dawn. As you breathe in the cool air, you notice a single dewdrop clinging to a blade of grass. In that tiny sphere, you see the entire world reflected, a miniature masterpiece of God's creation. This moment of wonder, so simple yet profound, has the power to shift your entire perspective. The creation story we've journeyed through isn't just a tale of the past. It's an invitation to see the world anew each day. Every sunrise becomes an echo of that first, "Let there be light." Every gentle breeze whispers of the spirit that moved over the waters. As you allow yourself to truly see and feel these everyday miracles, you begin to experience the world as God intended, a place of beauty, mystery, and endless discovery. Yet in our busy lives, maintaining this sense of wonder can be challenging. The demands of work, family, and daily responsibilities often drown out the quiet voice of awe. We rush past blooming flowers without a glance, barely notice the changing seasons, and forget to look up at the star-studded night sky. Our hearts, once wide open to the marvels around us, can become dulled by routine and familiarity. But there are simple ways to reawaken our sense of wonder. Begin by slowing down and paying attention. As you walk through your neighborhood, notice the intricate patterns in tree bark or the delicate veins of a fallen leaf. Listen for the symphony of birdsong in the early morning or the soothing rhythm of rainfall. These small acts of mindfulness can open your eyes to the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary. Practice gratitude for the simple gifts of creation. Thank God for the warmth of sunlight on your skin, for the nourishing food on your plate, for the air that fills your lungs. As you cultivate thankfulness, you'll find yourself more attuned to the countless blessings that surround you each day. Allow yourself moments of childlike curiosity. Ask questions about the world around you. Why do leaves change color in autumn? How do bees know how to build their intricate hives? As you seek answers, you'll uncover layer upon layer of complexity in God's design, deepening your appreciation for His wisdom and creativity. Engage your senses fully in nature. Feel the textures of different types of bark. Smell the earthy aroma after a rainstorm. Taste the sweetness of fresh fruit. By immersing yourself in the sensory experiences of creation, you'll forge a deeper connection to the natural world and its creator. As you cultivate this sense of wonder, you'll find your faith growing deeper roots. The psalmist wrote, "The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands." When you look at the world with eyes of wonder, every sunset becomes a canvas painted by the divine artist, every thunderstorm a display of His power, every newborn child a miracle of His love. Living in wonder doesn't mean ignoring the challenges and pain in the world. Rather, it provides a foundation of hope and perspective. Even in difficult times, the beauty of creation reminds us of God's faithfulness and the promise of renewal. The cycle of seasons teaches us that after every winter comes spring, after every night comes dawn. As we close this exploration of living in wonder, remember that we are called to be not just observers of creation, but active participants in its care and celebration. Let your wonder lead to worship, your awe to action. Care for the earth as a precious gift. Share the beauty you see with others, inviting them into a deeper appreciation of God's handiwork. May your eyes remain open to the daily miracles that surround you. May your heart never cease to be amazed by the intricate dance of creation. And may you find, in each moment of wonder, a deeper connection to the one who spoke the universe into being and who continues to create anew each day. Chapter 20, A Lullaby of Creation. In the quietness of night, a profound truth emerges. Sleep itself is a daily reminder of our trust in the Creator. As we explore this final chapter of our creation story, let's discover how surrendering to rest mirrors our faith in the God who crafted the cosmos and cradles us in His care. Imagine the story of creation as a gentle lullaby, its rhythmic cadence soothing your mind and body. The words "and God said" become a soft refrain, each phrase a tender note in this cosmic melody. As you listen, feel the tension in your muscles begin to release, your breathing becoming slow and steady. This narrative of creation, with its order and purpose, brings a deep sense of peace and comfort. Consider how each day of creation unfolded with intention and care. Just as God separated light from darkness, allow your thoughts to settle, the worries of the day fading into the background. As the waters gathered and dry land appeared, let your mind find solid ground in the assurance of God's design. As you transition from wakefulness to restful sleep, picture the first sprouts of green pushing through the earth. Let this image of new life and growth remind you of the renewing power of rest. The lights in the sky, sun, moon, and stars become a celestial nightlight, their steady presence a comfort in the darkness. In this peaceful state, explore the idea of finding rest in God's creative power. The same voice that called forth teeming waters and flying birds now whispers an invitation to rest. As creatures great and small found their place in creation, allow yourself to sink into the place of rest God has prepared for you. Sleep, in its own way, reflects the rhythm of creation. Each night, as we close our eyes, we echo the trust of those first humans in the garden. We surrender our consciousness, knowing that the world will continue without our active participation. This daily act of letting go serves as a powerful reminder of God's constant care and provision. As you drift closer to sleep, consider how our need for rest aligns with God's own example. On the seventh day, God rested from all His work. This divine pause wasn't born from exhaustion but from completion and satisfaction. When we rest, we participate in this holy pattern, acknowledging both our limitations and God's limitlessness. In these quiet moments, a sense of peace and security in God's hands begins to envelop you. The psalmist's words may come to mind. "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." Psalm 4 verse 8. This promise of protection extends beyond physical safety to a deep, soul-level assurance. As your breath becomes even and your thoughts slow, remember that as we rest, we trust in the God who never slumbers. The prophet Isaiah reminds us, He will not grow tired or weary. Isaiah 40 verse 28. While we cycle through wakefulness and sleep, God's watchful care never ceases. This constant vigilance allows us to truly rest, knowing we are held in the hands of the one who set the stars in place. Let the story of creation be the lullaby that carries you into peaceful slumber. From formless void to vibrant life, from cosmic expanse to the intimacy of the garden. This narrative reminds us of our place in God's grand design. As sleep beckons, know that you rest in the care of the Master Creator, the one who spoke light into darkness and breathed life into dust. As we conclude our journey through the days of creation, may this understanding of rest as a sacred trust fill you with tranquility. Allow the peace that surpasses understanding to guard your heart and mind as you drift into restful sleep, cradled in the loving hands of your Creator. As our journey through the days of creation comes to a close, take a moment to reflect on the magnificent tapestry of life we've explored together. From the first whisper of light to the intricate dance of creatures great and small, we've witnessed the unfolding of God's masterpiece. As you drift towards sleep, carry with you the wonder of creation. Let it open your eyes to the beauty that surrounds you each day. May you find God's handiwork in the gentle rustling of leaves, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, and the intricate patterns of a butterfly's wing. May your dreams be filled with the peace of Eden, and may you awaken with renewed awe for the world around you. Rest now, beloved child of God, in the embrace of the one who crafted the cosmos yet knows you by name. Thank you for joining us on this peaceful journey through the creation story. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and consider subscribing to our channel to join our community and for more videos like this. Now I wish you a peaceful and blessed sleep, and I'll see you on the next video. May God bless you.